Hello, vinyl community, and hello, jazz lovers out there. Yes, I'm going to jump on the jazztag. I did this a year ago, I think, or two maybe. I'm still pretty new to jazz, I have to say, even if I have been buying back and forth from the several, I don't know for how long, but I can't say that I'm a pure yes listener. I have my periods where I dive into that, and when I dive into something, I usually stay there for a while and explore. And because I'm very open-minded regarding to music, so I can listen to almost everything except for Swedish dance band. I will go into that some other day. But this was pretty easy. 10 questions. I like it when it's pretty short, even if these questions was a little bit hard for me to answer on. I will have all the questions in the description below, of course, and I will do it a little bit DIY here because I can't answer everything perfectly, but let's go. Number one, show a jazz album that you received as a VCLT or as a gift. And I didn't get any jazz album as a VCLT, but I have got several albums as gifts. Many because I'm a good buyer or friends that wants to give me a test pressing or something. And so I will show that. I have one that is not purely jazz. It's but it still go under the avant-garde sound, but more to the rockish way, but still avant-garde. So you have a little bit of a link there. Here's a Mats Wikström. He's a painter and a songwriter. He also sings in a band called Kropp. It's a progressive rock band from up north in Sweden. And here he's going solo and doing some kind of avant-garde rock, you could say. It's pretty cool. Next question. Show a jazz album that you have both in stereo and mono. And I will show this dude. And one of my favorite drummer, Art Blakey, and Jazz Mention, the Big Beat. Here you have a stereo, also a reissue. And here is the mono. That is also OG. So I could answer question number 2 and question number 3 in the same thing. Because here's a stereo, here's a mono, here's a reissue, here's a OG. So 2 in 1. So instead of doing that once again, so I will show a non-US jazz album. And here we have an album called Post Coma by a band called Coma Saxo. It's this Berlin-based Swedish bassist and producer Peter Eld who is behind this. And this is freaking good. It's very far out. It's a kind of evolution and morphing of crazy vision of jazz, because they mix back history of like 50s and 60s jazz to a modern, where the live instrumentation is repurposed sampling and loose odds pieces. It's kind of cool. Check out Post Coma by Coma Saxo. Good stuff. Question number 4. Show a jazz album by an artist not known for being a jazz performer. And I will go with this one. It's pretty boldy and far out, but Shadow in the Night. You could say that this is a pure smooth jazz album by Bob Dylan. An album that you didn't see coming, and it came. And it's really good. Really good. It's very good. You can play it in the background when you're doing some cooking, and it will feel perfectly. Okay, question number 5. Show a jazz album that was initially shelved and then issued on vinyl many years after recording. And I will go with this. You know the label Sam Records in France, they just put out stunning stuff. And here we have Live in Paris with Nathan Davis. A record that was recorded many years ago. I think this was, yes, 65. And now it got finally pressed on vinyl again. Never been issued on record before. So cool, so good. And if you haven't heard this one, spin it because it's amazing. Show a jazz album that was issued on as a private pressing. And I will go with this dude. Gugge Hedrenius and his Group 9 and Blues Direct. This was a small project that was done in Sweden, recorded as any other record would be recorded, but it was pressed by a something that they called Ställverket. And it got this beautiful label called Ställverket. A record that was recorded in 78. And it's a really good one. Check that. Number 7, where you have 3 questions in one. Show a jazz album that is an excellent introduction to free jazz, one to avant-garde and spiritual jazz. Free jazz is still a pretty new one, so I'm not really sure here if I'm going to say that this is a great introduction, because it's pretty hard for myself indeed, but I will show this. Emilut's Amoeba and Nonsense. This is a brand new record released on this cool Swedish label Mosrök Music Production here in Stockholm. And behind this is Jonas Kullhammar and his side project, besides when he is out blowing his horn. And he released stuff and help others to get out on a physical media, which is so cool. And I support him any day for that. And here we have a pure free dance album, pretty far out. I'm not sure if I like it or not. I have to spin it more. Still learning. But here you have a free jazz. Good introduction, maybe, I don't know. But for the avant-garde, I would recommend this one. Don Cherry, Om Shanti Om. Here you have a great record. This I do like. It's not so far out, a little, but still you have the red line that you can follow, and he's doing it so good. And if you want to go to spiritual jazz, I thought maybe Alice Coltrane could be a good introduction for that. And here we have the Eternity, a record from 76. This is a reissue from 2022 by Speaker's Corner that I picked up by a recommendation, and it's really good. Could recommend this as a good start for spiritual jazz. Number 8, show a jazz album that is an example of a cheap heat. The guy that I usually bump into when I'm out record shopping is this fellow, Jimmy Smith. You can always find a Jimmy Smith record for almost nothing. I think I didn't pay much for this. $1 or I think. And he's really, really great. I think it's could say he's the best organ player that I know of. And this is great soul jazz. Highly recommend this. At least check it up or pick up Jimmy Smith when you're out digging. Show a jazz album you are looking forward to being reissued in 2024. I can't show it because I don't own it, but it's going to be a Sonny Rollins release that I'm really looking forward. A Night at the Village Vanguard, the complete mastered. It will be a 3 LP set that will be released in March, that I'm really looking forward to get. When I saw that announcement, I was pretty happy. Sonny Rollins is so cool. I also seen him live twice, which is kind of cool. I didn't see that coming. Anyway, last question. A jazz album which you consider a grail that you picked up in 2023. I didn't buy so many jazz albums in 2023. I got a few from my trip to US. I've been there several times, and the one that I think is a grail, because it's pretty hard to find this in Sweden, and it's this one, Lou Donaldson, Say It Loud. It's not an expensive album. You can probably find this for a couple of dollars. This was in a really good condition. I paid a little bit too much for it, but still, it's a great release. And I love this because you have a fantastic version of Summertime, and my favorite, Snake Bone, is on this one. It's a great soul jazz, right in my alley for jazz. All right, that was all my choosings and picks for this jazz tag. I hope you enjoy it, even if it was a little bit outside the box of the original prompt of questions, but I tried my best as always, and it's supposed to be fun to do this, and I love these tags because it's a big challenge to dive into the record collection and see what you can find. And in the same time, you find records that you haven't listened for such a long time, and that suits me perfectly. So I have been playing so many jazz records the last evening. Even got a big, nice bottle of cherry stuff. Okay, let's not get into that. But still, have a great time. So enjoy your day and Fridas from Sweden. Cheerio.